It's Week 4 of the NFL. And featured this week is All-Pro tight end Darren Waller. He had a standout game 1 week ago with 3 touchdown catches. It's the Dolphins and the Packers coming up next.
There's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48, built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today, it's Week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Miami Dolphins and the Green. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Packer team as we enter play here. They come in 0-3 and in desperate need of a win.
And as a team, you start to feel a little bit snake bit. They need something good to happen right now so they know it's not just them. They think they have the makings of a good team.
From just inside the 20, a short kick. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. And leading them out is their 5th-year quarterback.
And it's funny how we always talk about how analytics are starting to creep into the game. One analytic that's been there for a long time, teams that start 0-3 usually don't make the playoffs. So we know one quarterback today that's determined to end that slide right now. It's not impossible, but this is a must-win for him and his team.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. From the 29, Powell. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Tanner Muse came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. On now is the Packers punter. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. On the return, Harris. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And a look here now at their 4th-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get the series back on track with a completion for enough yards for a first down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he will have a Dolphins first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Drake London, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was finished off by a touchdown catch from Drake London. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. This defense for the Dolphins, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Second down and a run by Robinson. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Howell throwing on third down here. And that is incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
And this returnable for Harris. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. So Miami coming out for their second drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. Touchdown, Dolphins. Darren Waller, 27 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Howell's throw taken in by Diggs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. First down, Howell to throw. On the left side, a catch by White. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be second down. Howell. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Marco Wilson. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
So now here come the Dolphins. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll drop to throw. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Back for the 2nd quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Howell's throw complete to Freiermuth. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Howell trying to pick it up on 3rd. He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape.
Looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Dolphins are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The Dolphins at 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to the tough 0-2 start, but come off a very important first win of the season last time out.
And it's tough when you find yourself at an early season crossroads, but that's exactly where they were. At 0-2, they were thinking if we fall to 0-3, things can spin out of control. But now at 1-2, they shouldn't feel the need to press out there. They're now back in a good spot, find a way to win some games, and keep moving forward. Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They go play action here on first down, letting one go deep for the end zone.
Well, the first two drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
Again, he'll drop to throw. This pass is caught by London. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 12-yard line.
Okay, Frank.
They'll look to throw again. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Drake London with his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year. And the Dolphins have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now 21-0. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was finished off by a touchdown catch from Drake London. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores. And I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Off play action. It's Howell. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. Howell throwing on first down here. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
And once more, Howell back to the air. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. On now is the Packers punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Harris to return. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And they will take over first and 10. So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. They defeated the Patriots last week, now looking to make it 2 in a row here as they come up first and 10. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Over the middle, caught by London. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Here we go.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. They'll look to throw here. Throws right back to London, complete again. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Back to throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Drake London on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Dolphins are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And a route is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing. Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Throwing here, Howell. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, first down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Powell to the air on 1st and 10. And he is going to be wrapped up and slung to the turf. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. To try again after the sack. Powell. Here's White. They set up the screen. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 3rd down, Robinson. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So as they take it over, we step aside. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Harris returning. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. We'll get another look at Drake London as this offense returns to the field. Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
Here we go. 52 blaster. Strike.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Back to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. He'll drop to throw. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So all right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. We'll get another look at Drake London as this offense returns to the field. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. The challenge flag is out. Todd Bowles not pleased with the ruling on the field. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. They'll look to throw now on first down. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. They'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, a 22. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down. They'll drop the throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Looking to throw. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Touchdown! A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Dolphins take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. The drive starts with a run by White. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They keep it on the ground. White again. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. From just shy of midfield. Powell, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge. So the challenge there not successful, and now they'll be left with only one timeout. They'll look to throw here on first down. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave them with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
So many times I advocate not challenging coverage downfield, but on this play, I thought he made an excellent decision to actually do so. If that had been complete, that would have been one for the highlight reel.
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins just continue to roll. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Robinson up the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. On the return, it's White. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. We'll get another look at Drake London as this offense returns to the field. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. Third quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. Gets this to Waller on the crossing route. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jonathan Greenard running in to pick up the sack. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out. Back now at Lambeau. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll set up a throw. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Working with a 2nd and 3. They'll look to throw again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 29-yard line. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteeing he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Touchdown! Drake London, 29 yards. And the Dolphins are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a fourth straight loss. Now throwing on first down here. He'll get that out to the flat to White. Oh, he shifts past him. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. First down, Howell to throw. A throw left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up second down.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at their 49-yard line.
Second down, Howell now. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, that's something you haven't had to talk about much this game. A nice big play right there. But this team, overall, they haven't done a whole lot offensively.
Well, they're still sitting on the goose egg. We talk about defenses having pride in a shutout. This offense wants to get rid of that 0. Dancing to his left, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Howell to throw on second down. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Boswell's kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. We'll get another look at Drake London as this offense returns to the field. What a game for him, Charles. 4 touchdowns. Heck, for a lot of guys, that's a good season number.
You're exactly right. And let's face it, we have to stand up and applaud this one, even though we're supposed to be neutral, because this doesn't just happen by accident. This isn't 4 times where the defense just falls down or breaks coverage. He's worked awfully hard, changing routes, changing areas, changing angles, and getting open for touchdown.
We knew he'd be part of the game plan in a big way, and it has been in a very big way. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to fire one deep left sideline and give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Throwing on second and long. Howell out route, and he connects with Freiermuth. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination. Guys,
and he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Dolphins are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the fourth.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all. But in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Back to throw again. To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is taken in at the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
Here we go.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try to execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally because here they are in the final moments of the fourth, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out.
And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Well, this was a blowout supported by both sides of the ball today, Charles. It would be easy to look at the offense and say, man, they were clicking, and they were, but don't forget about the effort by this defense as well.
Yeah, they weren't going to let up just because the lead was saved. They wanted to play as big a part in this game as their offense did in making this blowout. They needed to be noticed as well, and they played accordingly.
So for the Dolphins, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll return home next week to take on the LA Rams. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll get a home date next week against the Minnesota Vikings.
It depends on who you want, Drew. Yeah,